I am Sean Holmes, I'm the artistic director of the Lyric.
I'm Ollie Dimsdale. I'm a co-artistic director of Filter Theatre.
Well, the thing is, what excites me about working with Filter is working with Filter on Three Sisters. This will be the third show I've done with Filter, and it was only recently that it suddenly struck me that we did a Brecht, a Shakespeare, and now a Chekhov. And it's no accident that the plays that I've done together with Filter are classics.
Really tiny bit about the history. All three of the people who originally formed Filter, Ferdy Roberts, Tim Phillips, and myself, are all trained at Guildhall School of Music and Drama. I was in the drama department, so was Ferdy Roberts. Tim Phillips is a guitarist, and our spare time we used to sort of get together to make just little stories, really little narrative bits of theatre, and it just it continued from there. And we won an award. We set up the company officially, and we started off on our sort of our quest to continue collaborating with just brilliant people who we met and people who we liked working with, actors and musicians primarily.
Filter work in a really collaborative, open, imaginative way, and part of the way that's released is through putting sound and music in the room from the beginning, so all the actors have access to that and own that. And as well as that meaning you come up with lots of good ideas, it also does a really kind of deep and profound thing to the actor's imagination, which is it opens it up. And it means there's a kind of freedom to fail.
My name's Chris Branch. I'm a composer and a sound designer, and I've worked with Filter for a long time, and I'm going to be working on Three Sisters with them. So the reason we're doing Three Sisters is partly because we did a huge workshop at the National Studio on a devised show, which never quite saw the light of day. But the last day of the 3 weeks, we had this kind of mad, huge room with all this stuff in it, which was about something. It was a show to do with the body and stuff. So it was like we sort of set up all these funny sort of operating theatres and stuff all over the place, and lots of musical instruments and loads of stuff. And the last day we came in, and Sean was working with us and brought in Twelfth Night and Three Sisters, and we did the first scene of Twelfth Night, the first scene of Three Sisters that day. And so in a way, this is the end of that journey, which was the start of a long journey with Sean.
The very difficult thing when you do a play that's an absolute classic, like Caucasian Chalk Circle or Twelfth Night or now Three Sisters, is the weight of received opinion and idea about what that means, and how you can cut through all of that to see the play fresh and new, as if it's just fallen from the page.
Because essentially Three Sisters is one of the best plays ever written. It endures. The themes inside of it are simply wonderful. The writing is amazing, given the right translation, that is.
I don't think we'll reinvent Three Sisters, because in a way one wouldn't be so presumptuous, because it is such a brilliant play. But maybe what we will do is refocus it, or refocus how one can look at it. Just very simply, what we're doing, and we workshop this in the summer, is we're doing it on our main stage with no decor, with no set. Why do that? Well, one of the reasons is there was something about doing that liberated and exposed Chekhov's forensic examination of human behaviour. That all theatre really is looking at how weird humans are, and the best writers understand how deeply weird we are. Whenever you read bad writing, it's because everyone seems the same. And when you read writing as good as Chekhov, he understands how odd and contradictory and passionate and lazy and idiotic and clever we all are from moment to moment.
The ideas at the moment, although they're all very vague and undeveloped, are that we sort of make the whole theatre a kind of instrument.
He's also really clear about sound. He's really accurate about sound and music and how that happens, and he's really accurate about people's gesture. They're reading a paper, they drink a glass of vodka, they cross with a candle, and suddenly seeing those things on our stage, an empty stage, really focused and highlighted them in a really exciting way, I found. And there was something about it, I was thinking the other day, it's like doing it in a little studio where you don't need any set, and it's just the people in the space, and it's seeing whether you can take that kind of slightly workshoppy, rough-edged studio feel and put it in a 550-seat theatre.
As a sound designer, the most exciting thing specifically about Three Sisters, I think, is capturing the kind of boredom of the house they're in, and I'm really obsessed with painfully boring noises. I think they're amazing, like, you know, like industrial whirs and groans and like unidentifiable thuds from above and all of that stuff, which like drive us all insane in our houses. Like, what are they doing up there or below us? Or, you know, like I'm really into the painfully boring sound that goes on. So I think we can really capture some really interesting boredom in this show. That's what I'm looking forward to most.
Well, what excites me most is just, I read the play on Sunday. I sat down, my kids were playing upstairs. I had a sudden quiet hour I wasn't expected, and I read the play again. Obviously I've read it a lot, but there was something about just sitting there and reading it that really excited me, because it is just fantastic that somebody could imagine and write like that. And it's so hard to communicate, because, you know, what happens in the play? Everything and nothing. But it's that whole world put on stage, and that massive passions and massive disappointments, and funny and strange and odd. It seems to me that what the best writers do is they understand how odd we are. And what he does particularly brilliantly is that switch from emotion to emotion, from thought to thought, absolutely contradictory all the time. I remember somebody once, they had a phrase, "oh chips," and they were saying that this is true of human beings, that you could be in your worst moment, your mother could have died, you're distraught and lost and don't know how you're going to go on from moment to moment, and then you'll see a bowl of chips, and somewhere of you will go, "oh, chips, I like chips," you know, and there'll still be that kind of human urge to move forward, to get out of it. And I think those tensions in the play are there.